Well, the earthquake was one thing. But half an hour after that came the tsunami.
February 27, 2010. Chile was struck by the biggest earthquake the country had seen in 50 years.
Most of those houses weren't destroyed or damaged too much by the earthquake. What happened was that the water came through in 4 waves and just came in and just swept everything out to sea. So those folk have lost absolutely everything. There's nothing salvageable. We were talking to a woman the other night up on the hill, and she lost her husband and other family members because they were still at sea in the fishing boat. It's an indescribable loss for these folk, and they're still living within range of the beach. The psychological impact is also very important to consider. The Salvation Army is functioning in various places, as you have seen. In some cases it's meeting physical need, blankets, food, water, just the basics of life. And in all areas it's providing counselling, and the thing that really stands out is that the people don't go in the morning and come home at night. They go and they're staying, they're living with the people in tents in the field. And I think that support is very important. It's an emotional and psychological support that not all organisations provide.
While the Salvation Army has been able to meet people's immediate need for food and shelter, a much larger issue looms.
It struck me that these people who have lost everything with the tsunami have not only lost where they live, they've lost their livelihood as well. And the number of fishermen have lost their boats. The Army is submitting a project to try and help replace the livelihood of some of these people so that they can get back to work and producing income for their families. The help we receive from Australia and other countries through the self-denial appeal is tremendously important, because without that help we would be completely impotent in a situation like we've just had in Chile.
And having spent the better part of 2 decades overseas on missionary service, Kirsty knows what it means to make these sacrifices in order to see out God's work.
I think that something always in me wanted to be a missionary from a little girl. I went on a different road, but when I came to the Salvation Army, when I converted in 1989, I asked to go overseas. I didn't specify where I wanted to go. I said I was quite happy to go wherever they sent me. But inside I really had a thing for South America. So when the Chief Secretary rang me and asked me how I felt about going to Bolivia, I thought that that was God confirming my call. And I've never had any doubt since I came that this is the territory where I should be working. They change the songbook from time to time, so I haven't seen one in English, but there's a song on there that says, just where he needs me, my Lord has placed me, and that's how I feel about my service in South America.